Well, sometimes it's better when you remember all the lyrics. But
It's close enough. Now, Jack Traylor, you are retired. You are on tour with the Jefferson Starship. Not a bad deal for a retired guy.
For old geezer.
Do you still, are you writing at all, and are you thinking about playing more often?
I'm giving it some thought. I have a little health problem. I just had a heart attack in May. Well, the heart attack wasn't so very much. They went in and put a stent in. By their literature, I should have been in and out of the hospital in a couple of days and back to work. But on the way in, they installed a catheter, and the catheter created an infection, and it got to the point that it was almost, it was verging on being septic. And I was hospitalized for 31 days. So this has been a real year for me. I mean, I've gone from retirement to this health problem to back on the road. It's an amazement. It's really an amazement.
Well, you're probably going to be on the road for a while off and on, I think.
No, I'm kind of enjoying it.
We'll get you back here solo.
Especially to get to see old friends.
No, that's really good. What kind of songs are you writing, or what's the last song you wrote? And what inspires you? Because you have some pretty complicated lyrics. You always make me... I listen to your stuff that you do yourself, and it's... you know, I didn't read Robespierre. You know, you have a lot of heavy figures in your work.
I think I don't mean to. It's just that you know, I was a student of history. I think you're referring to the Flowers of the Night.
I am.
And I have had people say, "Who are these people?" You know, I mean, to me they're fairly common people: Paine, Pierce, Robespierre, Juarez, Danton, Luther, King, Lumumba. They're just old revolutionary friends, but a lot of people. This is ancient history for them. They don't know who these people are. So I don't know how well the kids that are listening to Starship stuff understand these songs.
Where do you see the music going these days? I mean, there certainly is a lot of folk music out there again. Young
I think
people,
it's coming back.
Seems to be coming back big time. I mean, whether it was singer-songwriter and then starting to do the more traditional stuff.
I think folk music is really kind of hard to define, and I'm sure that maybe 40 or 50 years from now, some people will be singing some of these rap lyrics as folk lyrics. I got very lucky. I've had a very blessed life. I got into school. I got out of the Army and got into school. I'm going to school on a GI Bill, $135 a month, and this was when you're paying $40 or $50 a month rent, and groceries for two people were $30 a month. But it just happened that folk renaissance hit at about that time, and I discovered I could go sit in a room full of my friends at coffee houses, and they would pay me to play and sing songs that I was playing and singing at home anyway, and songs that my mother sang to me when I was a child. And all of a sudden, I mean, when my wife and I graduated from San Jose State, I think we were the only people who had a sizable savings account because of this sideline. And then to go on the road with the Gateway Singers, to come home and then go to school in Mexico, I've had a rich life.
Jack, one of the songs that I heard you sing back in 1962 when we were young and in Mexico and living it up was Go to Sleep, My Little Hobo.
Another Guthrie song.
And I love that song, and I sing a couple lines from it myself in my mind. But I've got you here in Chicago. You're here at the corner of Glenwood and London, the heart of Rogers Park. You're in the back halls of the Heartland Cafe, and I'm going to ask you to do it so we have it recorded for posterity. Jack Traylor, my friends.
I used to sing this song to my kids. I really I always was a little bit angry with Arlo Guthrie because I envied him the fact that he got to hear the real deal. All I ever got to hear were recordings. Go to sleep, my little ho-ho. Watch the towns drift slowly by. Can't you hear those steel rails humming? That's the hobo's lullaby. I do not think about tomorrow. Let tomorrow come and go. Tonight we got a nice warm boxcar, free from all the rain and snow. So go to sleep, my little hobo. Let the towns drift slowly by. Can't you hear those steel rails humming? That's the hobo's lullaby. I know that the police give you trouble, 'cause they make trouble everywhere. When you die and go to heaven, there'll be no policeman there. So go to sleep, my little hobo. Watch the towns drift slowly by. Can't you hear those steel rails humming? That's the hobo's lullaby. Well, I know your clothes are torn and tattered. See, your hair is turning gray. Close your eyes and smile at sorrow. Tomorrow is a brand new day. Come on, Michael, this is a good way to sign out.
We're almost done.
Go to sleep, my little hobo. Watch the towns drift slowly by. Can't you hear those steel rails humming? 'Cause that's a hobo's lullaby. That's a hobo's lullaby.
Thank you for tuning in to this special edition of Live from the Heartland. I'm Michael James. I've been your host, and if you want to know more about Jack Traylor, try Googling him. Jack Traylor, that's Traylor. You can find him through the Starship, and if we put enough pressure on him, he's going to be back out on the road. He'll do his own album of these old tunes he remembers from his youth. And it's been great having you here, Jack. It's always an honor and a pleasure every time I run into you. And I'm glad you could finally make it to the Heartland one more time.
Well, next time I come, I'll bring my guitar, and it's just like dancing in somebody else's shoes. It's a good guitar, but
okay, and remember, everybody, do good in the world. The world needs all the good that you do.
let me see a capo.
Aha, capo.